Barely 2 weeks to the governorship election in Kogi, Bayelsa, and Imo States, some citizens are concerned about what the repeated promise by INEC to adopt technology in enhancing the credibility of the poll will mean in real sense. Now to unpack this, I'm joined by Godswill Jumbo, a public affairs analyst and publisher. Kristina reports. Good morning, Godswill, and thank you for joining me on News Central Now.
Yes, good morning. My pleasure being here.
It's a pleasure having you. Now, how do you assess the impact of the Supreme Court's judgment on the use of technology in future elections?
Okay, like every other Nigerian, I'm highly disappointed that the Supreme Court did not uphold that aspect of the law, given the energy, the resources, the mobilization, everything that was put into, making sure that that critical component was integrated in the amended version of the Electoral Act. Unfortunately, that was thrown out the window, like every other Nigerian, but as a stakeholder in the Nigerian polity, I'd say it is a work in progress. The Supreme Court may not have looked at the merits of it now, but I'm sure in the coming days, the coming months, the coming years, we'll get to that watershed where we'll be able to this is key. By the way, the rest of the world has moved on without us. We are still doing manual elections here. We're still not transmitting, results. We are still not, getting the election done seamlessly across the country. And this is after 60 years of our existence. Some people will say it took America 200 years, but that's not a comparison we want to do here. Nigeria has what it takes at this point in its history, in its lifetime, to do e-voting. Our university students are doing it without the kind of resources that the government at the center has. So why are we not doing it?
Okay, Godswill, you talked about being disappointed and also that, the rest of the world has moved ahead, of us. But then would like for you to tell us what you think are the potential benefits, and also, since you seem to feel that the rest of the world has moved ahead of us, what challenges there might be of adopting technology, especially in the electoral process?
Okay, very quickly, talking about the advantages. It saves time, saves resources, saves, ensures credibility, imbues integrity in the process. Like we do our online transactions electronically. We communicate electronically. I am in Bonny Island as we speak, and you are in Lagos, and I'm appearing live on your program. That is what technology has made the world. So imagine integrating this in the elections. Everybody will be able to vote seamlessly with their mobile phones, with their laptops, with their tabs, with their iPhones, with their iPads, wherever they are, and they'll be able to do that. Then, those are the advantages. Then you look at the integrity of the process. Nobody will go challenging something you already know you lost or you won. You won't be going to court to challenge anything because the records are there. Who has gone to court to challenge the transaction they made through their bank app, through their ATM, through POS? Who has gone to court to challenge that? Nobody has done that. Who has gone to court to challenge their results recently since universities in Nigeria started integrating technology in managing their academic records? Who has gone to court to challenge that? Since WAEC, NECO, and JAM, started integrating digital technology, electronics, into their processes. Who has gone to court to challenge a JAM result, a WAEC result, and all of that? Nobody has done that. So this is what is going to happen to our elections once we integrate, electronic voting. Once we bring technology to bear on the process, then the challenges. It is still a wonder up till now that politicians go to every village, every constituency, federal state, every ward in Nigeria to campaign. But when it comes to, deploying the resources to, launch technology to deliver elections, we still have the challenge. And then the last election, look at how much that was released to INEC to deliver that election. And the whole Nigerians were clamoring, say, give them this money, give them this money, give them this money. And then all the money that was released, everything washed down the drain. And we have the kind of situation we have now. So talking about challenges, the challenges, in delivering electronic voting in Nigeria is existential. There are rural areas that you cannot access. There are rural areas that up till now do not enjoy 24-hour electricity.
Okay,
like
Godswill. Well, you'd also agree, you'd also agree with me that in as much as it has its benefits, technology has its benefits, there's a likelihood of the results when it comes to technology to be manipulated. There's every possibility, when it comes to that. But what measures do you think should be in place to ensure the proper implementation and security of technology in elections?
Okay, that is a key issue, a valid concern that a lot of Nigerians have. But having used technology almost all of my career as a journalist, I know there are things that are not possible when you have the right human resources in place and they have the right resources to work with. Within Nigeria, Nigerians, I don't mean the white man, I don't mean foreign elements, I mean Nigerians, we have the IT resources, human, material, financial, to be able to deliver that and make sure we have fail-safe, hack-proof, systems that we can use to deliver our elections. But is the government looking for such people? Is the federal government looking for such people? Is INEC looking for such people? Even within INEC, I'm sure within their IT department, there are experts there who can make sure they put up a system that cannot be violated, that cannot be breached. So the first step to take in achieving that is to go looking for what you want. Within Nigeria, we have what it takes to do it. We've had stories of Nigerians doing all kinds of wonders. Somebody was sitting in Dubai and fleecing a company's account and moving the money into his own account. If such a person is engaged, he will tell you how he did it and how he cannot be able to do it. There are people within Nigeria who are doing all kinds of things without your
all right, Godswill. Well, just before we go,
your phone, access your line, even empty out your bank account.
All right, Godswill. Sadly, time is not on our side. Would have to, thank you so much for coming in and speaking to us, in depthly on this particular issue. We appreciate your time.